Birds flying high.
If people are going to spoon you food, if people are going to like spoon feed you, spoon
feed, yeah.
What was the question again?
The best.
Oh, something you knew before you came here. Honestly, the language, because we've been here for almost a year, and I still struggle so much to have a day-to-day conversation. It's totally my fault. Like, I should study Korean. I should practice it more. Before I came here, I felt I was so determined to do it. I was like, no, I'll just wait till I get there. No, learn now. Learn now. If you are coming to Korea and you're coming here in like 3, 4 months, 6 months, learn now.
I think that's a good one.
Before you get here.
I think that's a good one. I really, to be honest, I didn't really start trying to study Korean about a few weeks before I came here. I didn't know any. I thought, I'm gonna be living in Korea.
Yeah, you just think
I'll
like,
know the language, like a little bit.
You don't know anything. That's the thing that you should know. You don't know anything.
That's a life lesson right there. But no, I guess I did take a Korean class, so I got a basis. Like she said, it's kind of on you to study it because you do have this free time and you do have these things that you could do, but it's not as easy as you think because it gets kind of overwhelming. Just, everything you're doing your job, you're, hanging out with friends, the social life. Balancing everything is difficult. Mm-hmm. And, learning a language is something that you need to dedicate a lot of time to. So I also think I could have dedicated a bit more time. I mean, I can read Korean now. I don't really always know what it means, but I can definitely read it now. I can pronounce it fairly well, I think. And I can say very basic things. You're
really good at Korean. Like we had this conversation with this Korean man.
Anio.
Yeah, you did. I more than me. I was like, wow, what are they saying? So yeah, I think you're pretty good. You're pretty good at Korean.
감사합니다.
Yeah. Nay.
Next question. What is your most embarrassing moment here in Korea? I'll go first on this one.
Okay.
I actually made a video about this particular story already. I'm gonna reiterate it again here now. My most embarrassing moment was probably, and this is also very an awkward moment, but so this was back, I think in the springtime, maybe towards the end of May, something like that. It was the middle of the afternoon. I was going on the subway, going to meet my friends downtown. So the subway was pretty busy, pretty packed, and I was just standing there, and this old Korean guy, he motions for me to come sit next to him. I just said, "괜찮아요. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good with standing." He, didn't say anything. And then a few more stops passed. There was still an empty seat next to him. And then he motioned again. He's like, come sit next to me. And then I'm like, okay. I sat next to him. Kind of a mistake.
Wait, did he touch you?
No. He didn't touch me. And then he just started trying to talk to me in very broken English. I could tell that he was kind of drunk. He smelled like alcohol a little bit. And I'm just like, oh God. And then he starts talking to me, and then he wants my number. Pulls out his phone and asking for my number. And then it was just so weird. And then the people that are sitting across from us or on the subway kind of notice this interaction. They're not really laughing, but they're
noticing.
They're looking on, and I think they have this kind of look about them that they're kind of feel bad for me because this guy is bothering me. This old Korean dude is drinking this peach drink. It's some kind of peach soda or something like that, right? He has it in his hand. When he's fumbling around getting his phone out, trying to get my phone number, he spilled the entire
I watched this video. Yeah,
all over my pants.
That sucks.
Everywhere. The people across on the subway are just like, he pulls out this handkerchief or this rag thing and starts wiping down my pants on my lap, and I'm just like, oh my, I'm like,
that's weird.
I go. That was an awkward, embarrassing moment here in Korea, but I actually am glad that it happened because that's a good story now. So, and now I could tell you. So, whatever. It's that's the kind of things that happen when you come over to a new country like that. What about you?
I have a lot of embarrassing moments. The most recent one, I'll talk about the most recent one, was yesterday. And I was on the bus, and usually the shuttle bus goes from my house to the subway. So I didn't press the stop button, because I just thought he'll stop because he knows me. He knows that I want to, he doesn't know me, but he knows that I always get off at the stop. So then I'm standing in front of the door where it opens, and I'm standing there and it's not opening. And I'm like, the door's not opening. And he was saying, no. I have no idea what he was saying. I was the only one on the bus. And then I was like, the door's not open. So I tried opening it myself. He's like, no.
My God.
He's like, no. I'm like, is there a button? I'm like looking for his button on this door, and I'm like trying to like open it. And then he's like, no. He's like, stop button. I was like, oh, press the stop button.
Yeah.
So then I press the stop button, and then like it opens, and I'm like,
see ya.
bye. So that was kind of embarrassing because I was like, why is it opening? I like tried to like forcefully open it. And he's like, what are you doing to my bus? But anyway.
So you made quite a scene on the bus.
So, but I was the only one on the bus.
Oh, all right. That's not
But it was
bad.
embarrassing for me because he was kind of like, you're an idiot. Why are you standing in front of the door not pressing the stop button? But I'm like, what? And like trying to open it myself. And he's like,
He was probably thinking, Babo Wegukin. Babo Wegukin.
Honest-
Babo Wegukin means idiot foreigner.
me. Like all the time.
Last question is the most money spent in a night.
Wow.
I'll just begin by saying I actually don't know the exact figure for how much money this was. It wasn't that much, but...
Like we're talking about like a party night, not just like shopping for like
That's
a camera
what it was.
or like anything like
That's
that.
what it was. It
like,
was
party night.
It was a night where I think I went out and I had...
In Daegu?
In Daegu, I must have had like 80,000 won, which is a little bit less than 80 US dollars, and in my wallet. And we went out to, we went out to dinner, we got some sushi, and then we were with some native Koreans, so we were like pretty excited about it. We went out to get sushi, and then we went to a bar, got a couple drinks, then we went to noraebang, and noraebang is a karaoke room here in Korea. Pretty popular, pretty fun as well. So we went out there, we drank a lot of soju, and then we went to a club, and I think we paid like $20 to get in.
What?
And like
In Daegu?
Yeah, I normally wouldn't have done that, but
Everyone was doing it. So
I was
you're
like
just
probably,
okay.
I just wasn't thinking straight, obviously.
May or may not happen.
A little too drunk. But basically, the next day, I realized that I spent all the money in my wallet, and I think I used my card a couple times to buy even more things. So I basically probably spent like at least $100, which is not...
That's not bad.
Which is not something that I would normally do.
But not something you normally do.
In one night.
Yeah. First night that I went out in Seoul, I think, was the most money. Because I was with my friend Emily, who is crazy. We didn't know if it was legal or not to drink in public. Is it legal?
Oh yeah, they don't.
It's fine. Anyway, we had wine, and we were just drinking it, and then we went for dinner, and then we ended up, because she like loves dogs. It was like 9:30 at this point, and I'm like, the dog cafe is closing. We can't go to the dog cafe. She's like, no, I really want to go to the dog cafe. So we ended up having to pay to go into the dog cafe and like get drinks, so we had to get drinks. Then after that, we went out to this, we took a cab, which was like kind of expensive because we went from like one end of the city to the other to Gangnam. And then this Gangnam club was so expensive. It was like 30,000 won to get in, and we paid it. So then we went into this club, and these drinks were so expensive. No one was buying me drinks. No, I'm just kidding. But basically, like, I don't even know how much I spent that night. I would have to say probably like the same as you, like 100, 120, maybe 150,000 won. You lose track,
and
but a lot happened.
This crazy night that when I went out, I mentioned it before in another video, but it got pretty crazy because I got separated from my friends, and as I said, I drank too much alcohol, and I kind of, forgot some things, and then I woke up.
Dignity is gone.
Dignity, my pride is scattered all over the city.
Who knows?
I woke up by myself at this random Korean restaurant. I went outside and the sun was up, and I'm like, oh shit. And I was just like all hungover or whatever, and then I was like, shit, how do I get back to my place? I found the bus station, and pretty far from my area. The downtown is pretty far from my area, so the bus was gonna take a while, like probably at least an hour. So I found my stop on this bus line, and then I got on the bus about like 6 a.m., and then I fell asleep on the bus. And then I woke up, and we were at the end of the bus line. We went past my stop by a while, and then I woke up. I was the only person on the bus, and then I said to the bus driver, "Go-san, Go-san." That's where I live. And then he's like, "Oh," and then he pointed.
He's laughing at you.
He pointed me to the other bus, which is the same bus but going the opposite direction. So then I got on that bus, and then this is like, I guess like an hour and a half later, like 7:30 in the morning, I'm walking back to my apartment just feeling awful, and it's already hot outside at this point. I go to sleep and horrible hangover, and then I realize how much money I spent. So these kinds of things, you have like a little bit some like regrets about spending this much money, especially in one night.
Yeah.
But life lessons, right?
Life lessons. And you realize I should not do that again.
So if you like this video, I'd like you to click on that like button, maybe drop a comment down below, get a little conversation started, and yeah, go on over to Jessica's YouTube channel. I'll put that in the description. And thanks for watching. Peace out.
안녕히 계세요.
Nice, that was good.
Thank you.